Hi, okay. Today we'll be focusing on answering the following equation. 2 cos squared x is equal to 3 sine x. Now to do this, I had to use the identity. Cos squared x plus sine squared x is equal to 1. And then solve this for cos squared x, equaling it to 1 minus sine squared x. I then substituted this in to the original equation, multiplying it by the 2, which was in front of the cos squared x. This gave me negative 2 sine squared x minus 3 sine x, because I subtracted the 3 sine x from each side, bringing it over to here, and added the 1, which should in fact be a 2, because we multiplied by the 2. I then equal this all to 0. This begins to look like a quadratic equation now, and so I will make sine x equal to u, making it look much simpler and much more amicable. So negative 2u squared minus 3u plus 2, all equal to 0. This I can then, for this I can then find the product and the sum value, which is negative 2 times 2, so negative 4, and the b value, negative 3. I then have to find the two numbers that will create these by multiplication and addition. This will be negative 4 and 1. I then make it negative 2u squared minus 4u plus u plus 2, all equal to 0. We then go on and we factor it into negative 2u into u plus 2 plus 1u plus 2, all equal to 0. I then continue and complete the factorization, making it negative 2u plus 1 times u plus 2. And so now I continue and I find u plus 2 is equal to 0, so that I can find the u. This then becomes u is equal to negative 2. This I then continue and do for negative 2u plus 1 as well, which is then equal to 0. This then goes on to become u is equal to 1 over 2. Because u is equal to sine x, I will then resubstitute it back in, and it will become sine x is equal to negative 2, and sine x is equal to 1/2. I then go on and I will begin with solving sine x, which is equal to 1/2. For this we will have to use the special triangle 30, 60, 90. Because, as we know from SOHCAHTOA, sine is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. And from the 30-degree angle, we can get the 1 over the 2, the opposite over the hypotenuse, instead of using the 60, which would give us square root of 3 over 2. And so we can deduce that x is equal to 30 degrees, and so also equal to pi over 6, the exact same, the radians. And so we go on, and because there's a second answer which we can deduce from our unit circle using the rule all Shahs take cash. In the all quadrant, all values, either sine, tangent, or cosine, are positive, and in sine, of course, all sine values are positive. And so there must be one here and one here. We already found the first one, pi over 6. And so we have to do it on the other side, and because there's 3, can't be this, cannot be this, cannot be this because this is a 60-degree angle, but it can be the following line, 5 pi over 6. And so in this example of sine x is equal to 1/2, x can be equal to pi over 6 and 5 pi over 6. I'll then continue and I'll begin doing sine x is equal to negative 2, which in fact has an impossible answer, seeing as when we look at the sine curve graph, the sine curve only touches upon the positive 1 and the negative 1, and doesn't go all the way to the negative 2, which we can see from the following graph, which intersects at pi and 2 pi. It touches upon the negative 1 and it touches upon the 1. It does not go further, it does not go higher. And so we can deduce that sine x equals negative 2 has no possible x answers. And so for this entire equation, 2 cos squared x is equal to 3 sine x, there are only two answers. X can only be equal to pi over 6 and 5 pi over 6. Thank you very much.